Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I got a fun little video. Okay, so I think I did this roughly a year ago, and I figured, hey, we still got 4 more characters, so I'm going to do this again, kind of turn it into a little bit of a challenge. So, here's the challenge. We know that there's 4 characters left in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for DLC in the Fighters Pass, right? So, here's the challenge. Out of all characters on this list, and I'll run down all the names in case it's a little hard to make out, but I'll run down the names in a second. But here's the challenge. You get 100 points to finish. You have to finish the rest of the Fighters Pass. You see the points breakdown. You got 40 points for the characters in that row, 30 points, 20 points, 10 points. It all makes sense. Finish the Fighters Pass. So you don't necessarily have to use all 100 points, but you get up to 100 points. So, real quick. Bandana, Waddle Dee, Crash, Dante, Geno, Master Chief, Ryu Hayabusa, Rayman, Spyro, Sora, Doom, Slayer, Rex, and Pyra, Heavy Weapons Guy from Team Fortress, and Reimu. Those are all 40-point characters, okay? So if you want those, you got to mark it down for one of your character slots. 30 points, we got Dr. Eggman, the Hunter from Monster Hunter. I have Jill Valentine / Leon Kennedy, basically a Resident Evil rep, would take 30 points. Lloyd Irving, Paper Mario, Tails, Waluigi, Fortnite guy, Jonesy, Ramirez, whoever you want to go with. Any Pokemon or any new Legend of Zelda character also count as 30 points. And then the 20 points, we got 2B, Nier Automata, Akira Howard from Astral Chain, Chun-Li, Captain Toad, Nightmare, Dixie Kong, Demi-Fiend, Agumon, Scorpion, and the Knight from Hollow Knight. I think I forgot Soul Bad Guy. He's in there for 20 points. Then 10 points, we got Pauline, Tom Nook, Kamek, Octoling, Pea Shooter, Phoenix Wright, Klonoa, King Boo, Conquer, and Hat Kid. So those are your points. So again, you have to fill out. You got to tell me 4 characters, but you cannot go over 4. You cannot go over 100 points. So if you want, you can grab 2 40-point characters. And then you'd have to, well, mathematically, you have to go 2 10-point characters. Or you could go with a 40, a 30, what's that, 70? You could go 40, 30, 20, 10. That's 100, right? If math is correct. So you could do 1 of each column. You could do 3 in the 30s, whatever. Just equal 100 points at most. Again, you don't have to spend all 100. So that's the challenge. So let's go through these real quick, right? 40 points are pretty much like the top speculative, very heavily fan request sort of type of characters. That's why they're there. And then just kind of lower and lower as they go on. So it kind of makes sense. So for me, this one's actually pretty tough. When I look at all the characters in the row and I go, yes, please, yes, please, yes, please, yes, please. And then I go, oh, wait, I can't do it. I can't quite do that. So I think the best way for me to do this is to go with a balanced. I'm going to go with 1 from each roster, or 1 from each point category. So for me, Master Chief, my top 3 characters are Waluigi, Master Chief, Crash Bandicoot. Well, I'm sorry, Crash, you're number 3, Master Chief happens to be in the same row. So my first character pick is going to be Master Chief, which gives me 40 points. So I got 60 left to deal with, alright? Drops down to the next row for 30 points. Well, Waluigi happens to be there, that's where I put him. 30 points. Alright, 40 and 30, we got 70. I only got 30 points left. Going into the second row, there's quite a bit of characters I really, really like here. This one's actually a tough pick for me. I'm kind of balancing it between Akira Howard with the mechs, not the mechs, but the legions and that potential for ability swapping or legion swapping for attacks. That would be so fun to me, the way I can envision that. Soul Bad Guy, I'm becoming a really big fan of Soul Bad Guy. I'd love to see him in Smash Bros. Nightmare, I feel, is very underrated, underappreciated, under-talked about, under everything. And Nightmare would be such a cool pick. And then Agumon, for me, I know it's kind of weird, we're in 2020, and you're like, Pokemon versus Digimon, really? Is that still a thing? A little bit. It's not like, yeah, I need to see it to be, fulfill life. No. It's just that childhood nostalgia sort of thing, right? Pokemon versus Digimon, what's better? That would be a really cool factor for me. It's not the only reason I want it. Like, I grew up with Digimon. I loved it. I played the games. I had fun with it. I loved it. I had that little Digivice you would carry around. You would like clip it onto your belt or your pants or whatever, and you would walk, and like your Digimon would gain experience over time. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody had one of those Digivices? But then you didn't really have to walk. You could just shake it the whole time, and it's like, oh, well, super experience. Here I go. I remember sitting in class, and me and a few friends, we all had Digimon. We just sit there, just shake them all day. Teacher, put that thing away. Why? We're not doing anything wrong. So, very fond memory. So, for my pick for the 20 points, I'm going to go Agumon, who actually happens to be my fourth most wanted character currently. So, yeah, 40, 30, 20. There's 90 points. So, dropping down to the 10 points. Luckily, that's all I have left. And there's a couple of characters in here I really, really do like. I think Kamek is underappreciated for what he is. I know he's kind of a generic-ish type of character, but I still love the way he could perform. Pea Shooter, Plants vs. Zombies. I'm a huge Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Sorry, not Garden Warfare. Battle for Neighborville. That's they're kind of done with updates, so I was kind of bummed about that. But maybe we'll revisit it in the future and we get like, I don't know, Garden Warfare 3. I would love for that. Have different class, variants of classes come back. That'd be fun. Fire Pea Shooter, Ice Pea Shooter, Rock Pea Shooter, Electro Pea Shooter, Plasma Pea Shooter. I could keep going on and on. Multi Pea Shooter. Yeah, I'm going to stop though. But Pea Shooter could have an insanely fun, diverse type of attacks with the different elements like I was just naming. So that'd be fun. I'm a really big fan of King Boo as well. I feel like he's the Mario character that does not get talked about, and he's been around for decades. And it's like, if you're going to make a list of Mario characters that should be in the conversation, King Boo better be in there. I mean, I get people are not always going to be a fan of him, but at least if you're going to say, all right, if Mario gets a new rep, who are the characters that should deserve to be in the conversation? How is King Boo not? He's been around for decades, been a main villain, been a reoccurring character, been playable in Mario spin-offs. He's always around and he's always doing stuff, and he's a villain. That's still something I want to see in Smash Bros. So far, we've got Min Min and Steve. I mean, Enderman and Zombie, no, those don't count as villains for me. No, I want like one character that is, in fact, the villain, a major villain. I want to see that. So, for me, this kind of comes down to Pea Shooter or King Boo, but that's actually tough. That's actually tough. I'm gonna go Pea Shooter only because I already went Waluigi, and I'm not gonna go with multiple characters from the same franchise for my remaining picks. So Pea Shooter, I got Master Chief, Waluigi, Agumon, Pea Shooter. I actually happened to come out right at 100 points. So let me know who you guys got. What were your picks? Who were your characters? How many points did they cost? Please put that, type it in the down in the comments. Again, to reiterate, fill out the rest of the Fighters Pass, meaning you have to pick 4 characters, but you can only have a maximum of 100 points. So pick away. If you want Bandana Waddle Dee and Crash, boom, there's 80 points. You're going to have to pick 2 10 points to finish off the pass or whatever. You could go with 3 characters in the 30s. That's some pretty solid characters, right? But then you still got to pick a 10-pointer. So you got to finish out the 4 characters. Just type it. Be like, all right, I picked A, B, C, D. And if you want, put their points if you really want to. But again, do not exceed 100 points. I just thought this would be a little fun. I did this about a year ago, and you guys kind of seem to enjoy that one. So, yeah, happy to do it one more time. But, yeah, that's all I really got for today. Just a kind of fun, short, quick little video. But, yeah, I've been thinking about who I'm going to do next for the... what is that? The DLC potential, the moveset and the stage and the spirits and all that stuff. I guess I can't really tell you who's going to be because I'd like it to be a surprise, but there's a chance that they might be on this list right now for coming out on Thursday, but that's in a couple days. We'll get to that then. I think it'll be a fun one. I know who I'm doing, but I think it'll be a fun one the way I'm going to kind of present it a little bit in terms of how the moveset could break down and the spirits they could come with and all that sort of stuff. But that's on Thursday. Today is right now. Who are your final 4 picks out of these characters? And again, you have to finish the pass. So that is all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed as always. So I guess I will see you when I'm looking at you.